Hearthstone is a game that has years of success behind it, but its future for new players is not it. This is going to be my reasons to not play Hearthstone in 2026 as a new player. I tried it. I thought I was going to love it, to be honest, as a Marvel Snap player coming to from Ben Broad's new game, going to his old game. I could see all the things he learned, and I was extremely disappointed. Reason number four, we're not going to waste your time. Reason number four to not play Hearthstone is that this is a game that is so RNG filled. At first, when I first started playing, I was like, oh, well, I'm still winning and losing based on my decisions. And then I played some more games, and it's just, there's so much more than that. Cards randomly generate all the time in this game. It's ridiculous. Cards are just randomly generating left and right. You're discovering things. You've got some matchups where, like, it's just like, oops, here's my hard counter, and like it happens all the time. There's so much rock paper scissors stuff, and then like you've got these huge decks with a one card draw. So like, oh, I bricked, my hand is bricked. Oops, I'm bricked. Oops, I'm bricked. Better mulligan, better mulligan, and then your mulligan luck. Oh my god, this is so much RNG. And then like there's the regular, and if that was it, fine, right? But then there's like random targeting all over the place in this game where it's just like, oh, roll a die. Oh no, I hit the 1 in 6. That's not the thing I needed. And there's just, it's, yes, I understand that this is all playing the odds. I understand that like you're supposed to be like, all right, well, if I do this, I know my opponent can do that. We're gonna play the odds, and when it happens, I'm just gonna shrug. And like, fine, but so many times once I started feeling like I was playing well, right? Like I watched videos, I did the thing, I paid attention to all the stuff. I started trying to get like to a point where, like, for a beginner, because I'm at the very bottom of the ladder, right? And I watched videos of high ranked players, and I saw them the same thing happen. I went on Twitch streams and I saw the same thing happening. You can play well and still lose hard, and it is so common. I'm not saying I'm looking for chess. Again, I'm coming from Marvel Snap. I've played Magic the Gathering. I've played a Game of Thrones, the living card game. I played a couple different Star Wars games. And this feels like the most RNG heavy thing. It feels like because it was digital, they were like, ooh, we can just do up all the RNG we want. And like, I really, really wish they hadn't. And I recognize that once you're good enough, once you have enough cards, you can mitigate that to some extent. There's decks you can play where that's mitigated, but there's still your opponent's deck, and there's still just a lot of it. Number three is this really free to play friendly? Because like gold is slow. When I first did the math for gold, I was like, oh, that's not so bad. You have to play so much to get all that gold. Like, this is a job to get that much gold, and dust is expensive, and the meta doesn't stay settled for very long at all. So like when the meta shifts, you've got like you've spent your gold trying to keep with the meta, right? You've spent your dust trying to keep with the meta. It shifts, and then you either spend or you're dead. You dust your deck, and if you guess wrong, if you craft one wrong thing, you're just dead forever. Account improvement is so slow and so expensive in this game. You can make it quick, right? Like you can spend and just be fine. If you're willing to spend, I bet you, like, I spent very little here. And so if you're willing to spend, I bet your experience will be very different than mine. If you're looking for a game, if you start playing and are like, I love this, and spend, I think you're going to have a different experience. But as a free to play player coming in, or cheap to play player, because I ended up, yeah, this just felt like I could spend to speed it up, or I could just suffer. Uh, I don't know. Maybe I should have known better coming from Snap, right? Like I know that Marvel Snap says it's free to play friendly, but like I know several free to play players who've been like rank 1 in Marvel Snap, right? I just don't think that's possible in Hearthstone, and I can't see it. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think this is actually free to play friendly. I think if you want to play this game, you have to walk in ready to spend. It's not the most expensive thing in the world, but it's expensive enough for a game that like you have to guarantee you like, with all the RNG and with the actual speed of play. Because like what makes the grind feel so long is that like either aggro blew me out, or I played aggro and blew out my opponent on turn 3, or it felt like the game took forever. And I'm talking like 15, 20 minutes a game, which isn't an hour, but like when you're getting rewards by game played, it sure feels like a lot. But like it's not just the game as a whole. It's every turn. Taking turns goes so slow. They give you so long to make a decision. And then like at first you have nowhere near enough time, right? Like at first when you have to read every card, everything your opponent plays, consider every option when you're trying to like look things up, there's nowhere near enough time. And then once you start to get the hang of it, turns feel like they last 3 hours each. And then everything has to animate and everything is all cutesy and like it's all unskippable and you just sit there like, oh my god, can I please just play a card? I just want to attack. I just want to attack. What, stop being cute, just let me do it. So when you add up the amount of time all this takes, right? Like when you're grinding, losses feel so much worse than wins feel good. And like, okay. So what makes the losses feel so bad, especially as a new player, is you'll play for a long time, the game will appear close, and then they'll do a thing, and you're like, oh, they had that thing. And there was no way I was ever going to win this game. But that was still like an extremely long and frustrating experience of me getting through it. Wins feel like, oh, thank God, this is finally over. And losses feel like, oh, I was never going to win that anyway. That is not a positive feeling, at least in my opinion. And I really did not enjoy this. Again, I recognize that this is a high level game that a lot of people love, and that like if you've been playing for a long time and you're used to it, and you're coming from pen and paper, that this is all stuff you're used to. But like, there's no animations in pen and paper. I could like, and I can like, we can time things, right? There's timers. Doing this and like this personal interaction, doing this while staring at my computer screen, I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna tab away. Oh no, now I tab back and my rope is down. Ugh, I'd love to get to my next point, but the rope is still slowly, oh my god, so slowly ticking away. All right. All right. Sorry if you love Hearthstone. This was the first game in our 10-day gaming challenge. Some life stuff happened, so it was more like 14 days, I think, but 14 days that I played. But what it is we're going to take a new game, and every 10 days with that new game, we're going to do a big review. We're going to play it on stream the first time and then make a video of that very first game. The second time we play is going to be like, here's like a beginner, like we're going to play then for a few days, then we're going to do a quick really early game beginner's guide and things we wish we knew, then we're going to do another like mini review, and then we're going to close up the game with a big old review. This is our big old Hearthstone review. Our next game will be Richard Garfield's Vanguard Exiles. If you're a card gamer, you should know the name Richard Garfield. That's the dude who created MTG. So we're going to try his Auto Battler. We also have regular Raid Shadow Legends videos on the channels if you like those. So please keep it here. YouTube.com/@PulseGlazer. A sub would mean a lot. Sorry if I'm shitting on your favorite game. I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be mean. All right. Finally, the game just didn't explain. So like there was a tutorial that was like, here's how you have a battle, and then there's like 10 million things to click, and then none of that stuff was explained. It was just like, okay, go do it now. Okay, go do it now. And like I had to watch a bunch of beginner's guides, and then I created a beginner's guide, right? Off those like 8 beginner's guides I watched and read, and then I had to watch like top players, and then I had to watch this. I had to do 1,000 things in order to understand what was happening in the game, in order to understand what clicking various buttons did, what all the keywords were, where I could go for what. Uh, The game has it's online, so I expect like this isn't a pen and paper thing, right? Or a in person game where like I know that I'm gonna have to read a rule set and sit there and talk to people to figure it out. This is digital, and that means that everything can be a toolkit, everything can tooltip, everything can be a pop-up, and it just wasn't. There was everything had to be out of the game, which meant I had to do a bunch of extra work. It didn't like ease me in at all. It was like you're done with the tutorial, now go to ladder. And that's fine, right? Like if the ladder is a really compelling experience, but all there was to watch my rank slowly go up as I played other people who clearly didn't know what they were doing. Like it's okay if you're already well beyond this. If you're a late game player, I would imagine that this is an extremely rewarding experience. There's a lot to learn, a lot to know. Whenever I watch Regis, it looks like he's having the time of his life playing this game. It seems really fun. But as a new game player, I'm 100% not sure what we're doing here. Not every game has to be everyone's forever game, and this is not my forever game because, well, it was slow. It didn't explain what I was doing, and it took forever to learn how to do anything. And then in game, it took forever to anything happen. And when we wanted to speed that up, the only real way there seemed to be to do that was to spend money. At the end of the day, I think if you're a new player in Hearthstone for 2026, there's better places to look for games. Hopefully, this new game from Richard Garfield will be one of those. And we'll start that hopefully within the next day to 2 days, and we'll take you on that journey with us. That's it. Thanks for checking out. I am Snap Judgments on YouTube as well. It's my second. This is my second YouTube. That is my Marvel Snap YouTube, where we're one of the bigger Marvel Snap creators. We give you thoughtful, detailed breakdowns of Marvel Snap, and now Raid Shadow Legends, and soon many, many more games. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon for another video. Peace.